Unongilam ke Kongres Buderu Hakajokopor Unongilam Kaliang Persya Hakajela Dr. Mukul Sangma Ulaong Baka Sorkar Kade Ban Pentri Kamno Shwa Dak Megalia Resident Safety and Security Act Arjar Kanrio Kat Ba Dang Up Panyo Ya Kejungunjur Ya Ka ILP Na Ke Sorkar India Dr. Mukul Sangma Rengkat Bat Ki Emily ke Kongres Kas Negasngi Klalet Banyakundu Yulat Kejelau Satyapal Malik Halo kajing dawa ban pendrikam ya ke inline permit bat kajing ai muhorno ya ke MRSSA amendment. Ulong ban nak yang ke sorkar ke day ban panchwa ya ke MRSSA amendment naulat bat day ban pendrikam shwa kumbal menjur house name arajar kadrio da ke ba ulong ru balada donkam ki jingkala ha ketiga an ke sorkar ke day ban wanra biang hapo ke yeng tor bar thawan. Ulong ba kajing wanra jong ke sorkar berim ya ke MRSSA Arajar Kanrio kalong hadin bala bisar bha bat ya ki benta ban pendrikam pura ya ka an ka sorkar hagati kapor kala pengklain ru ya ki matrikam ha brok wei ke jela da ka penkha susu ya ki block bat ki district bat kumju ya ki police station
and challenges associated with influx, illegal immigration, and therefore, the concern, safety and security of our people, including the concern about the likely demographic changes which have been witnessed in different parts of northeastern region. Now, if we look at the whole mandate of the law, we see that the law has a comprehensive measure incorporated in as far as the mandate of the law is concerned, and it's a multi-pronged, comprehensive approach to deal with these issues. It's not just one, that entry-exit point. It goes beyond, that whole delegation of power to the authorities, which includes the police organization, the local police stations, the local darbar, the rangasnongs. So involvement of the community and the government agencies. How there can be a kind of complete involvement of all concerned while taking care of the interests, including the safety and security of the citizens of the state. And if we recollect that to implement this Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act 2016, the then government during our time has embarked upon all the necessary measures which is required to be put in place to ensure that the law in totality can be implemented. This includes, strengthening the different organization of the different departments of the government, including the administrative, wings of the government, including the creation of new districts, creation of new civil subdivisions, creation of new blocks, creation of new police stations, strengthening of the police organization, separation of the judiciary from executive. All these were comprehensively designed and expeditiously completed. Now, in addition to that, you are aware that along with the law, you have also various other laws which should be implemented, and then therefore those departments, line departments who are mandated by law to enforce them were strengthened further. And the only problem was that after the formation of the new government, they wanted some amendment. They proposed an amendment and passed the amendment bill in the assembly, if you recollect. Now this amendment bill passed by the assembly, we have expressed our concern that time. However, it was passed in the assembly, piloted by the government, is pending to be assented by the government, by the governor. Now, we try to know why it should be pending. Another thing is, if it is pending and if it's likely to be delayed, we subscribe the idea of recalling the amendment bill and ensure that Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act 2016 in its original form is implemented immediately, and ensure that the concerns of the people are to an extent possible addressed by operationalization of this beautifully conceptualized multi-pronged operational act. Now, I'll be writing a letter to the Chief Minister to share with him what we have shared with the Governor and request the government to recall the amendment bill and ensure that the Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act 2016 is operationalized in its original form without further delay, in the best interest of the state, best interest of the people as a whole, and aggressively pursue with Government of India and prevail upon them for bringing Meghalaya under the purview of Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873 and implement IL. Thank you. Then in addition to that, we have also taken up the issue of GSDC, non-payment of the salary. I am told that the employees of Garu's Autonomous District Council have not been paid their salary since May 2018. The delegation representing the victims and the employees are camping in Shillong. They have also submitted a representation to the Honorable Governor and also a copy addressed to me. So I have drawn his attention to this very serious issue, including the issue of alleged corruptions, where the money which was sanctioned by Government of India for developmental purpose of backward tribal areas and poor tribal people have been alleged to have been misappropriated. That has been brought into his notice, and then to ensure that the process of law is given the way to have the law its own course in respect of investigating and booking those people, whoever must have been involved in such alleged misappropriation and corruption. I'm thankful that he has given a very patient hearing. He wanted to know more about the Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act. I had the privilege to give him a background as to how the whole legislation ultimately took place, the whole process of culminating into the enactment of Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act 2016, and how this region, including Meghalaya, has always had these challenges associated with the issues of influx and illegal immigration, and therefore there was a need to have something which is through the mandate of law to address those concerns more comprehensively, not in isolation, but in more totality.
Hakabayday bat ka ILP Dr. Mukul Ulaong bagade ki jingdawa ka blaslem dagi kunhun ka sing phalang kajla bat ka jingshim yakarai pan pendrikam ya ka ILP hakani kajla dagi yang dorbar house nem baladep kadai namar ka jingpelong an jong ka sarkar pedeng ya ka Citizenship Amendment Act 2000 khatkandai kabala banwanra jingma ya kajla na ka jingwan buhai shnong gibril na shabar kamtam bagajla Meghalaya ka don Yaki kaput ke bejrong bat gari Bangladesh bat kumjo bat kejala Assam.
And we have placed before him, before the Honorable Governor, our felt need on two things. One is, I will give you the text of the letter also, so that you will have it. One is in relation to ensure that there is an understanding for the justification of the demand for the implementation of inner line permit under the purview of the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873 and implement it in the state of Meghalaya. This demand for ILP, which was spearheaded for a long time by some of the premier NGOs of the state, particularly the student bodies, have grown louder and louder after the enactment of the contentious Citizenship Amendment Act, as you all are aware. In fact, it became more intense, and the demand for ILP echoed from across the state, based on which, after an in-depth analysis, looking at the genuine apprehension of the people as they are anticipated to unfold after the Citizenship Amendment Act you will remember that all the political parties in the August House in the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly took a unanimous resolution, adopted a unanimous resolution to urge upon Government of India to include Meghalaya under the purview of the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873 and implement ILP. Now this pending. There was an assurance from the state government by the Chief Minister himself that they will pursue aggressively and prevail upon Government of India and see that it's considered and implemented in the state of Meghalaya. Now that should be taken up because this is based on the genuine apprehension of the people post enactment of Citizenship Amendment Act, and keeping in mind, the importance of the state from the geopolitical perspective, with a long international border with Bangladesh and long interstate border with Assam, and the demographic changes that the region as a whole have witnessed in the preceding decades. Therefore, these concerns were appropriately articulated in my letter, the copy of which I will share with all of you.